hurry.
Every day, Mr. Fat goes to the big station to catch his train. But he never fails to strike up a conversation with one of the engines first. Hello, Thomas. Don't let those trucks tease you. And remember, you'll never be able to go as fast as Gordon, but you can still make use of yourself. Thomas is kept very busy in the yard. He spends his days pushing and pulling the trucks into place. There was also a small coach and a strange object that his driver called a crane. That is the breakdown train. It's used for lifting heavy things like engines or coaches or trucks. Or Mr. Fat. You are something else, Thomas. One day, as Thomas was resting in the yard, he began to hear an extraordinary noise. Help! Help! A freight train came rushing into the yard much too fast. The engine was James, and his brake blocks were on fire. They're pushing me! They're pushing me! Faster! Faster! Throw him off the rails! James's train rocketed through and was gone. I'd like to teach those trucks a lesson. Just then, a signalman ran up to him. James is off the line. We need the breakdown train now. So, Thomas was coupled up. All right, come on. We have no time to waste. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Don't fool around. We have to go. Wouldn't you know it, James was off the line. His driver and fireman were feeling him around to make sure he wasn't damaged or anything. Don't you sweat it, James. This wasn't your fault. It's those goddamn wooden brakes of yours. How many times have I told Mr. Fat you need new ones? Thomas moved the breakdown train besides James's train. And then he took the unhurt trucks away. He was hard at work all afternoon, moving backwards and forwards, and sideways only. This'll teach you a lesson. Oh, yes it will. After all the trucks were dealt with, they lifted James back onto the line. He tried to move, but he couldn't, so Thomas had to help him back to the shed. Thomas? Hello? Aren't you forgetting something? They don't pay me enough to do this job. Very good, Thomas. I've heard all about it, and needless to say, I'm very pleased with your work. So, James, you're going to have some new brakes and some new paint. And you, Thomas, you shall have a branch line all to yourself. Now, Thomas is as happy as can be. He has a branch line and 2 coaches named Aneth and Clary. He is never alone, though. Henry and Edward stop by often to deliver the news. Thomas! In 34 years, they're gonna introduce females! Gordon is always in a hurry to avoid Thomas, but he never fails to whistle a friendly greeting every time he sees him. And Thomas always whistles in return, because he knows what Gordon will do to him if he doesn't.